It's Friday, the 4th of August, the 7th day of Cows Week. Hi, I'm Mary Rook and this is the final day of Cows Week. We're here today with a lovely northwesterly wind and it was quite interesting yesterday with the weather. So we've got Emma here to explain what happened.
Good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
So yesterday we had that northwesterly wind and everyone was saying, oh, it's not going to get enough temperature. But we hit 21 degrees over the land. Sea temperature's only 18 degrees. So it's a decent temperature difference there just to allow the cumulus to bubble up over the land. And as it did so, we got a little bit of a southwesterly funneling through. Eventually, after the two winds had a little bit of a fight for a couple of hours, eventually the southwesterly dominated. And then I think later this evening, a big old rainstorm came in from the north and that killed off the sea breeze and we ended up back with the northwesterly flow.
Yeah, it was quite an interesting day, wasn't it?
An interesting day.
So today we've got sort of similar conditions, but it's sunnier. And it feels a bit stronger standing here.
It is a little bit stronger and right now it's a bit more of a northerly flow, so we're waiting for it to go a bit more northwesterly. Again, temperatures potentially picking up to 21, so persistence forecasting is my favourite. You look at what happened yesterday and you say what's going to happen today. So I think pretty likely around kind of 12:30, 1 o'clock, the kind of bubbling up of the cloud over the land will probably kill off the breeze again, and then you may get the little time of dead kind of wind, and then later on from around 3 o'clock seeing that southwesterly probably coming more dominating up the Solent. Seeing it first at Hurst Castle was the first place to spin around yesterday.
Excellent, yeah, so let's hope this sunshine will really get pumping through today.
Pumping through.
Wonderful, thank you. Right, now we're going to speak to Lawrence Mead, our race director, and our final day of Cows Week. Hello, Lawrence.
Good morning.
So what is going to happen today then?
Well, I think Emma has hit the nail on the head with the weather. Our problem is that we can't really wait for the southwesterly, so we've got to start in the northwesterly, and with very strong tides today, really strong tides. We think that getting people back earlier, so some rather shorter races, will be the answer today. Waiting for a southwesterly probably isn't going to work today. So we are going to make some pretty dramatic changes to the start sequence, and that will be out on the app very shortly.
Right, okay, so keep our eyes peeled for those amendments.
Yeah, we're going to pick some starts up. Boats with engines who are starting here will actually start on a committee boat, and then we'll keep all the boats without engines, with the exception of XODs. We'll keep all of those boats here, get them a short, sharp race, a little bit that way, a little bit that way, a little bit that way, and hopefully all back here at an appropriate time.
Excellent. So do you think there'll be much kedging today?
I don't know, but kedging's always a part of Cows Week.
Absolutely, yeah, very good skill to have. Brilliant. So obviously it's the last day of Cows Week. So what do you feel like you've learned as the race director?
Well, it's my last day ever.
Oh.
I'm stepping down as of this evening. Well, I'm obviously doing a handover. I've learned that the only easy day is the day when no one goes sailing. That is definitely true. Doesn't matter whether it's windy, in which case everyone gets their safety hats on and we look through the binoculars, looking for people in trouble and sending safety boats out, which is very stressful. Alternatively, there's very little wind like today and you're worried about getting them back because they're going to drift off to Lymington or Portsmouth, depending on which way. So, yeah, it's a difficult thing to get right, but everybody does an incredible job, and without the volunteers, it wouldn't be possible. So a big thanks to them, and obviously to our sponsors as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's a great team here. It meets every morning, and it's complicated meetings, I imagine.
Yeah, we start very early, 7 o'clock. People are here, don't leave again till 9 o'clock at night. Quite often. A lot of people go to contribute to make Cows Week the event that it is. And for me, it is one of the great regattas in the world. And I think we have to have a conversation with the competitors about the future of the event. For me, Cows Week does include some kedging, and it does include, perhaps longer races where you drift off and wait for a sea breeze. That's certainly the history of it over decades. Managing races is becoming increasingly possible with the app, with better weather forecasting, and the question is how much do we manage them? How much do we sanitize them? Or how much do we just let them run and say it's a day out racing, and it may be a long day, and it may be as a transition from breeze to breeze. So I think that is a big discussion for the competitors and the organisers to have sooner rather than later.
Yeah, so after Cows Week you should look out for some emails, I imagine, or
we'll
send out feedback.
Send out a questionnaire, and lots of people seem to have my email address on my phone number. So although I'm stepping down for next year, I'm very much part of helping to look at some of those big questions. And we always have a big wash-up meeting on the race management side.
Yeah.
So we'll have that before I go as well.
Brilliant. Okay, great. Well, I hope everyone has a great day out sailing, and I hope the breeze stays in. Tonight we've got the Musto party at the Cowes Yacht Haven Event Centre, so make sure you turn up there. Have a great day.